did. But this is a little child. See, this is certain things to evil and further and further and further away from God. What the fuck is this, man? That got me, y'all. That this one, I suggest y'all watch it. I suggest y'all watch it. Yep. What it do, my good people. Welcome back to the channel again. So, tonight we gonna be jumping into the mystery, creepy, crime side of TikTok. I don't know what we gonna find, but we definitely leaving with something. And to y'all, my subscribers, man, who's been there, who's new, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Every single one. Feel this energy. Receive it. Y'all the GOAT, man. So let's jump into this and see what we got.
Not guilty of...
A young man was accused of negligence after helping a woman who fell down the stairs. The woman is demanding $250,000 in
Wait, what? Let me just hear the rest of this.
compensation from 25-year-old Adam Coleman. Security footage shows that 28-year-old Sophia Reyes suddenly slipped while walking downstairs. Just as her head was about to hit the steps, Adam quickly rushed forward and caught her. His fast reaction likely prevented a much more serious injury. However, Adam was shocked when Sophia filed a lawsuit against him.
Man! You see, this is certain things. I would say that, women are emotional, but come on. He literally stopped you from facing literal hospitalization and hospital bills. So you go and sue the brother? Man, what kind of... I don't even know how to respond to this.
2 days later, Sophia claims that she was walking down the stairs normally and that Adam suddenly appeared and startled her, causing her to lose her footing and fall. She says she suffered multiple bruises and psychological trauma. Sophia argues that Adam's actions constitute negligence and is asking the court for $250,000 to cover emotional distress and medical expenses. Adam's defense lawyer says the accusation makes no sense. Adam was simply
Yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense. He was literally being a good citizen. Saw a woman about to be hurt and stopped her from being hurt. And so I'm telling y'all brothers, man, this nice guy shit, man, we only sometimes put you into deeper problems, man. I'm not saying every guy. But come on, man. These are the perfect examples of why certain men just do not give a fuck.
passing by and had nothing to do with Sophia's fall. In fact, he stepped in and caught her just before her head hit the stairs. But Sophia insists that Adam's sudden appearance frightened her and caused the fall. The case is still under review. What do you think? Do you believe Adam was negligent?
Y'all just drop the comments down there and tell me what you think about this video specifically. How do y'all feel about this? Because if I was supposed to really express the words I really want to express right now, YouTube would definitely remove this video.
Guilty.
Little girls are running around in Hamilton, Ontario at nighttime, opening cars to steal them and marking cars to rob them later. Look at this. How old is this girl? I can't even believe my eyes. How old are these people here? These are our children. Where are the parents? What is going on? This is unbelievable that this is happening across our country. It has come to this, where we have children, literally our children in our communities doing this. Look, how old is that girl? How old are these people? This is insane that this is happening. And they're not only doing this, they're also marking these vehicles, organized crime for a lot of them, marking these vehicles to go invade the homes the next day overnight to take your vehicles. This is just crazy that this is allowed to happen. Where are the parents? Where are the parents of these children? This is a failure of being a parent. And what is going on? The fact that we even have this situation in the first place, where it's not a one-off incident, it's like multiple of these events are happening. So many of you are sending me these videos. It's so disturbing and it's crazy. And this is why we got to do everything we can for the justice system. We need to change our laws in the justice system. We need to treat these youths, if they're doing big boy crime, they can do big boy time. If they're doing violent, armed home invasions, armed carjackings, which I'm calling for 10 years in jail, no bail, no Youth Justice Act. If you can do the crime, you can do the time. Because we need to protect our families and our children. That's why I also partner with Canada First, because so many Canadians think they can leave the door open still. Their doors are literally made of paper mache. You need to reinforce your doors and your glass. Like, come into your house and do a full audit for free. Okay, just so you know where all of the stuff is that you need to reinforce in your house. They're also on the journey with me to change the laws in this country, to be vocal about this, because we don't want this to be happening. This is not the Canada we were born and raised in. We need change in this country.
Hey, y'all be safe out there, man. It's cold on these TikTok streets.
Is one of the crazy
for pedophiles in Vermont is incredibly disturbing. So this is the MA.
Did y'all hear that properly?
P camp, or minor attracted persons camp, which is the name that pedophiles are trying to use to escape the stigma. So last year, somebody in Vermont discovered this event page online, and what they found was absolutely disturbing. Apparently, this camp for pedophiles was held September 19th through September 22nd of 2024, and they wouldn't reveal where they were camping. But this was a huge group of pedophiles camping alone in the woods, and some people said that this was happening in near proximity to a school. So on their website, they listed potential risks. They're talking about normal camping risks here, but then they said exposure to pedophiles and other weirdos. And also common risks with hiking and other outdoor activities. This is from their actual website. Blisters, getting lost, insect bites and stings, heat exhaustion, falling, tripping because you were distracted by a sexy minor instead of watching where you were going. No sexy children around to look at, a common problem when hiking. So obviously nobody would want this event near their hometown, especially near a school. And this turned into an entire storm in this small town in Vermont. They held community meetings with leaders from their town. Campgrounds denied that they allowed these people to camp out there. But according to this group, or from what we could find online, it did happen. And it might happen again next year. And this just goes...
Every day we do, or I see some shit that pushes us closer and closer and closer to evil, and further and further and further away from God. What the fuck is this, man? Stuff like this, that I'm pretty sure it exists in America, man. Established in 2024. It's 2026 now. I'm pretty sure if any of y'all will do your research on that, it's probably still there. I ain't gonna go look for that. But hey, man, y'all stay safe, man.
To show that
to check the house for any intruders. Using their body cams, this is what was recorded. He hears a loud bang.
Now, when the police came, it was 2 officers. They caught everything on body cam. When they searched the house, some weird started to happen. Now, this lady who owns the Airbnb came in the middle of the night, I guess just to check up on it, but she see her front door wide open. So she hurry up and calls 911. She didn't step in the house to check it out, which is smart because you don't know what's inside of that house. Don't check it. You might not never come back out. Let's start it off of her talking to the cops first.
They're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
Right there, hold up, wait. Now, a lot of people in this video was commenting that they're not turning on the lights as they go inside the house. That's because they have to be aware and on site. They have to have their hands on that trigger just in case somebody attacked them. They don't have time to be searching for a light, looking for the light, or it's gonna be too late. So this is why they don't turn on lights and they have their flashlight out.
Police! downstairs, you get upstairs.
I'm a
Mistake. Nah. No.
check downstairs, you go upstairs. They literally splitting up like it's Scooby-Doo.
I think we should split up.
I cannot believe this. They split up, and this is when it's about to get really creepy. When they split up.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Downstairs, clear.
Nah. No. Oh. Shit. That got me, y'all. That.
Now, at that very moment, you seen both doors open. Nobody was there. You go.
Why they still in the house? Why they still in the house? And it's still, you guys don't see nobody and stuff for moving. And yo, bro, nah.
Go downstairs and you hear footsteps running after you. So you turn around quick and see nothing. Yet again, y'all are still split up.
Yeah, we're good.
And when the police came, it was
This police officer was
Have you seen that video of the
She just took a knife out of her drawer.
A 27-year-old mother named Rashawn Gatlin.
Oh, I know who this YouTuber is. EWU, Explore With Us. Man, y'all need to check them out. They have some of the best crime stories, man. Most of them end with people being on the live, but they tell some of the best stories, man. They have some of the best videos to come out. But let's see what's happening here, people.
Walks into her kitchen to retrieve a large knife.
What? Where was this episode? Mind you, I watch a lot of their stuff. I've never seen this one. Man.
The child running away is Roshan's 3-year-old daughter, whose fear and confusion are palpable. But for the moment, Roshan seems to change course. Over the next minute or so, a camera in the living room captures Roshan and her daughter sitting together, though seemingly in two different worlds. It's then that Rashawn takes a second trip to the kitchen and the first step down a horrific path.
Yo, I need to go catch that. I need to go watch that episode. If y'all want to go check them out, it's EWU on YouTube. Explore With Us. What the
Gonna scare the fucking shit out of you, infirmary.
This isn't active combat, but I'm sure you'll find aspects of the job to be exciting. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello? Why would a badass
Body cam lost footage. I love these type of movies.
Marine like you want to spend your nights here?
Can't sleep. Just something to keep me occupied.
I'm telling you.
This is our surveillance system. It covers over 280,000 square feet of this facility. North, south, east, west.
It's so fucking creepy.
Hey, this is private property. Welcome to the surveillance world. A lot of people have died in this place.
The guard vanishes.
There's a hospital. What is a hospital?
They find his body cam footage. Listen.
Experiments on people here. Glad you think it's funny.
Telling you.
I think we got something.
Oh shit, here we go.
Infirmary packs a punch. It's premiering at the Unnamed Found Footage Festival.
Lester? What's the matter, Ed? Scared of the dark?
Yep. I gotta find this and watch it some way somehow. I love the jump scares.
Every found footage lover needs to see Infirmary. It's coming soon. It's gonna scare the...
He took some...
This is part of a... You don't have anything on you?
You can just grab whatever you need. Oh.
In 9 hours.
We got 2 beers a night.
9 beers.
You've got to be quick if you...
At around 8 p.m. on September 30th, 2021, 3 children ages 6, 6, and 7 were reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood in Montgomery, Texas. According to the parents, the kids had gone missing after they went into the Sam Houston forest and wandered off the main trail to go play in a creek. After the disappearance was announced to the public, the authorities launched a massive search that included helicopters, dogs, drones, off-road vehicles, and hundreds of police officers from multiple law enforcement agencies. The next morning, an anonymous Good Samaritan who was very familiar with the layout of the woods decided to take matters into his own hands and went into the national forest by himself to find the kids. At around 9 a.m. on September 31st, the man found the kids and called 911 to bring the children to safety, and the whole rescue was captured on Sergeant Jason Smith's body cam.
Come on, can y'all come to me? Come to me. Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is
children.
good, ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He is good. Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy.
Let's get out of here. You got cheeseburgers in your car?
We're going to get something to eat. Okay? You want to hold my hand? We'll get out of here?
Even though the kids were found just a little over a mile away from where they entered the woods, they'd still been lost for over 24 hours, and pretty understandably they were hungry. As it was later revealed, the kids had spent the night in the forest, sheltering themselves under a fallen tree until the volunteer came to rescue them, which is why they had leaves and branches in their hair in the footage.
Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong?
I don't think
Lose your shoe? I got you.
Even though they had spent the night with minimum shelter and hadn't had anything to eat for 24 hours, the children still seemed to be in pretty good spirits as Sergeant Smith escorted them out of the woods, and toward the end of the video he can be seen guiding them to the clearing where a bunch of cop cars sit waiting for them.
Thank you, fellas. Y'all got it? Come on, kids. Let's come out to the road. Go. Good. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it.
It's honestly pretty terrifying to think that if they hadn't been found then and there, the kids would have probably ended up succumbing to the elements. But thankfully, they were able to get back home to their parents.
Wow. You don't really find a lot of stories like that that actually end. And the stories like that, I could only imagine what those parents were thinking in the beginning and then now to receive those children back safe and sound. God is good, ain't he? It caught all of us. That caught all of us.
Time when we ever done it with Papa, the first time when we really done it, we had feared so much.
When you did what?
When you killed the baby, the first time. And
You killed the baby?
Yes.
You yourself?
With Papa. Papa holding my hand, he helped me. And he told me to cut the baby's head off. But he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held your hand?
He held my hand. Yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the knife. He put his big hand on.
This is so disgusting to actually see how a little child like this is explaining that with no sense of what she's actually talking about. But then again, she's there showing instructions of how she did what she did. But this is a little child. Sometimes I wonder why I watch some of these videos, y'all, but god damn, man. If this is real, this is disturbing as
And he pushed my hand and then cut off the head. Like that. And then when we got older, we got more used to it. But then we understood that when my mom found out about it, she told me that it's wrong to do this kind of stuff. So then but then me and Gabriel had still been used to it, but then we had understood that it's wrong.
And so, what's your decision is?
And our decision, we had still a lot of fear in our head, but then when we read the book called June, it said that fear is the mind killer. So when we heard that, we thought that it was true. It was not really true. But then after, there was a man.
this is a child. This is a child.
Abraham, who came to help us, he said that it is true that fear is the mind killer. And then he said we had to face our fear. And then after we faced our fear,
Look in the camera. The camera is here.
and then we after,
Camera is here.
and then after we faced our fear.
So what's you decided?
And
Come here, Gabriel.
And we decided that we should stop. Or then we said,
Come, Gabriel. Come closer, darling.
First time when we ever done it.
I don't know what else to say about that. I'm pretty sure at this point y'all are annoyed with the Epstein files and all these different things that are coming out about Epstein. But to see this in particular, this child does not look a day over 8 years old. And to see how fluently she's explaining everything, word for word, and to actually remember certain things to come back and reiterate it on camera. And it's not even like this is something that happened recently. This is something that happened years ago. She's probably all in her 30s, 40s right now. Man, this world is a disgusting place, man.
This was one of the most shocking events in a post-war.
For a second, that look like that's not AI. That looks so real. If she did that for real,
German courtroom. In 1980, a mother sat in court, listening to the murderer of her 7-year-old daughter, Anna. Then he did the unthinkable. He tried to shift the blame onto his victim, claiming Anna's behavior absolved her of responsibility for what had happened. Every word cut like a knife. On the third day, when Klaus Grabowski again evaded responsibility, she stood up, pulled out a gun, and fired 8 shots into his back. Chaos erupted. Some saw her as a grief-stricken mother delivering the justice the system failed to provide. Others argued forgiveness exists for a reason, and the law should handle such crimes. Marianne was convicted of manslaughter and illegal firearm possession, sentenced to 6 years. She served 3 and left Germany to rebuild her life. Yet the pain of losing Anna never left her. In the 1990s, diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer, she gave final interviews. No longer the woman in court, but a mother full of remorse. She passed away in 1996 at 47. Her final wish to be buried beside Anna. Today, their tombstones stand side by side, mother and daughter, finally inseparable. If someone accused your child of their own murder, what would you do?
the same exact thing that she did. She is the god for that. Mind you, I don't call death on anybody. But you kill my child. You kill my child. All be to this lady. All be to this lady. You did the right thing.
Grava. Ó, Simão! Ó, ele aqui, ó! Ele vai passar por cima dela! Aqui, ó! Eu tô gravando! Olha isso! Olha o que ele fez com a cara dela. Ó. Olha o que ele fez. Vamos! Vamos! Me ajuda! Me ajuda! Me ajuda! Ajuda, moço! Me dá...
I don't know what's happening, but it does look very serious, y'all. If anybody knows Spanish and what they're talking about, let me know down in the comments.
Ajuda! Me ajuda, moço!
Chainsaw-wielding thug who tried to kill a police officer in what has been described as like being in a horror movie has been locked up. Liridon Castrati launched a foul-mouthed outburst after he was jailed for 10 years, banging on the dock and shouting at the judge. Castrati was previously convicted of the attempted murder of PC Gary Cowan following an incident in Paisley, Renfrewshire, on May 6, 2024.
I have never encountered the use of a chainsaw.
Me neither. I thought these things literally only happen in the movies. My 30 plus years of living, I've never heard somebody being chased or somebody chasing somebody with a chainsaw. I thought you only see this stuff in movies, y'all. Like, do you know how much hate and anger you have to have stored up inside of you to be running with a chainsaw at somebody? Because it's not a light item.
As a weapon being wielded. Many might have thought that this was the stuff only of horror films.
A chainsaw-wielding thug who tried to kill a police officer.
His two little Christopher Watt. He his two. She obtained Christopher Watt. He his two little.
This piece of shit.
Little girls and his wife was pregnant. What? Apparently he was being haunted by them. The police came.
Man, the day I watched this documentary, man, I really felt away. The way that he moved and stuff that he did, and seeing, the murder, how the murder happened. The wife came home, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning. First, he put oxycodone, and mind you, she's pregnant, right? This dude put oxycodone first to, I guess, put her to sleep so he could smother her. That shit didn't work. He tried to go smother his 2 daughters. That shit didn't work. So what, man?
anybody tell me that this new Netflix documentary was going to scare the shit out of me. I am talking about Amy Bradley is Missing, and if you have not heard of it yet, let me tell you what happened. Back in 1998, a woman named Amy Bradley went on a trip with her parents and younger brother. What they expected was a fun 7-day cruise with Royal Caribbean, and while it was in the beginning, little did they know that it would turn into a complete nightmare. And let me just tell you, there are some really sketchy things that happen with this story. Her and her brother were out at the club one night just having fun. Her brother remembers seeing her dancing with this guy that worked on the cruise. At some point he went back to the room, she joined him sometime later, they had a little smoke on the balcony, and then she stayed up while he went to bed. Her own father remembers seeing her out there later on that night. But sometime in between then and when they woke up, she was gone. Now, I will let the documentary tell a lot of the sketchy stuff that happened because trust me, there is a lot. But one thing that I hated the most and I could not stand was how the cruise director was treating the situation. Like the way he had zero empathy for the situation and just dismissed everything really told me that they do not prioritize their passenger safety. They prioritize the money. Because it's 7 a.m. and her parents are asking them, hey, can you please make an announcement? And they're saying, no, we don't want to inconvenience the passengers. Excuse the fuck out of me? I'm sorry, but that made me so mad. In my last cruise nightmare video, I was talking about the first time I went on a cruise with Carnival. And you know, hearing this story makes so much sense with why I was being treated the way I was. I had a housekeeping person and she was so nice and she always made sure that I made it back to my room every single night. And I think it is because they know stuff like this can happen, especially when you're traveling alone. Please be careful, because she wasn't even traveling alone and this happened. But you guys, this is definitely a documentary that I recommend for you to watch. There's 3 episodes and it's going to throw you down a rabbit hole. Again, it's called Amy Bradley is Missing and you can watch it right now on Netflix. If you've seen it, I want to know your thoughts, so go ahead and let me know in the comment section.
Man, I think I'm gonna go look into watching this. I love these type of stuff. Hey, free game. Y'all have something to watch now if you love watching stuff like this.
Why didn't you see this video?
We listen and we don't judge. One time I dared a homeless woman $20 to jump into a lake and then she said she couldn't swim and I ran away laughing.
I know we're supposed to listen and not judge, but hold on because it gets worse.
I went to prison for 8.5 years because my own mom.
Oh my god.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
That's Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the same girl who spent 8 years in prison after her boyfriend unalived.
What the I thought that... Oh. This is what I tell y'all, man. The internet, it never ceases to amaze me, man. Oh, I thought it was a skit at first.
Her mom. When she was a child, she was a victim of Munchausen by proxy. It's like when a guardian or a parent tells the public that there's something wrong with their kid when there's nothing wrong with them at all. They do it because they want people to feel bad for them or even give them money. And there's actually a whole series on Hulu. It's called The Act, and it's all about Gypsy's life. And then when she was released from prison, Lifetime gave her her own show called Life After Lockup. Her boyfriend at the time, Nick, is serving life in prison. And now with over 9 million followers on TikTok, she became an influencer. But after she made that video with Natalie Reynolds, a lot of people weren't happy about it. In the comments, they're telling her that there's nothing funny about it and why she even posted it. Gypsy has made a statement before saying that she takes accountability and she's just trying to take her life back. So I think that's what's making people really upset about it. They're like, why are you joking about it? Did she take it too far with that video, or is she still trying to heal? Did you see this video?
Hey, you know what? You don't heal by bringing up something that traumatized you or something that you did that's sending you to prison for that goddamn long. And then you come out and, you know, turn into an influencer and then basically do something like that and try to cover it up, saying that it was a mistake. Are you taking accountability for it? You killed your mother. Bruh.
Video. She was in this creepy house in the middle of the night with...
There's an insane new documentary on Disney Plus you should watch this weekend. It's called Echoes, which currently has a 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes. It centers around the Moretti family, who were on vacation in 2002 in a small beach town called Wildwood, New Jersey. Fran Moretti was walking on the beach collecting shells with his daughter when they found an interesting looking stone with subtle spirals carved into the surface. They brought it back to the house. Every member of the family that touched this rock started claiming that afterwards, something like a memory was implanted in their mind, and it was about something terrible that was going to happen. This was really puzzling to doctors because they'd never seen this type of group psychosis in what seemed like a completely normal family. And what they were all saying in 2002 puzzled them even more. They all claimed that someone named Katrina was going to come and unalive exactly 1,392 people. This happens in 2005, and you can see the stone for yourself. It's been on display at the Smithsonian Museum since 2017. I'll put the name on the screen. There's an
Whoa. Another interesting watch. Okay. I see what you're doing, TikTok. Hey, who's gonna watch this? Drop it down in the comments.
Nothing better than a crime series, murder mystery, serial killer. And I know we don't like to admit it, and it's pretty weird that we like to watch it, but we have to admit we do. So here's some of the best what you can watch on Netflix right now, which are super enjoyable and you'll get into. The first one is Unbelievable. This is a limited series. It was absolutely fantastic. It's got Toni Collette and Caitlin Dever is in it, and I absolutely love her as an actress. I don't want to say too much about it, but just check the synopsis out on Netflix. It is definitely worth the watch, and it was a very intriguing story, which I think you'll all love. Now we're getting to the big ones. We've got Making a Murderer. Everyone's seen this, but if you haven't made...
Yeah, I've watched this one. I suggest y'all watch it. If you have the stomach for it.
Make sure you go and check it out. It's probably one of the most popular things what has ever been on the platform. But if you haven't seen it, don't miss out. Definitely go and check this. Next we have Evil Geniuses. This is an absolutely insane story based on a bank heist. You won't believe what happens in this. It's definitely worth the watch. Not a lot of people talk about this as much as some of the others, but definitely go and see it. Now getting into one of the probably most horrible stories on the list is The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. This story absolutely brought me. Definitely go and check this. It is so shocking. You won't believe what happens in this. Go and check it out. I know this is probably the biggest one on the list, which everyone was going crazy for. I think everyone's probably seen it. But again, I'm going to mention it because it is good. We've also got Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, which I'm guessing everyone's seen. It was probably one of the biggest series what Netflix has ever had. Evan Peters killed it in this role. And I know we're getting a Monster, another series of another serial killer, which I'll probably talk about when it comes out. So make sure you give me a follow. Again, another massive one what everyone will talk about. But again, I'm going to recommend it because it is definitely worth the watch, which is Don't Fuck With Cats. This is probably one of the most insane stories you'll ever...
I heard about this. There's one point, I think, last year. A lot of people were talking about it. But the title, for some reason, just didn't, resonate with me. But, hey, I might.
Seeing you laugh. Catching Killers. This is another great series where every episode's a different killer. Very entertaining. It's one of them things where you can kind of binge watch or even watch one a night and you'll really enjoy. And the last one is Crime Scene, The Vanishing at Cecil Hotel. A lot of people know about this story, so when the series came out, everyone was watching it. But you haven't, definitely go and check it out. It is worth the watch. It's a 4-part series, so I'm guessing a lot of you probably binge watch this in a night or two, but definitely don't miss out on it. So there is nothing better than a crime series.
Free game, people. Free game. TikTok is just handing them out, and I'm showing it to y'all. Y'all should go watch it. All of them. Every single one of them. There's a few of them I'm actually going to tune into that seems really interesting.
Murder mystery.
New Yorkers could be in trouble because there might be a serial killer running around that they're not telling us about. So yesterday in the Bronx, in Classen Point, a man was in his backyard and he found a body floating in water. Mind you, this is the 5th or maybe 6th body that's been found in New York City in the randomest places. You had the decomposed body in Coney Island. You had the bodies that was chopped into pieces in Harlem. You had multiple bodies that's been found in Queens. And the police aren't giving any updates. They're not even reporting who these people are. Now you gotta ask yourself, why is that? And if it is a serial killer, why aren't they alerting the public? And let me add this part that's not being highlighted. Most of those bodies that were found were bodies of women. You heard what I just said? They were bodies of women. The body that was just found in Classen Point was the body of a woman. The bodies that were found in Queens were the body of women. The body that was found in Harlem, you got it, a woman. All you got to do is look up exactly what I'm saying and you'll know that those are actual facts. Now, maybe none of these tie to each other, or maybe all of them tie to each other. But isn't it a coincidence that most of these bodies are women? Pay attention.
safe out there, ladies. Stay safe, man.
New Yorkers could be around that they're not telling us about.
For so long that their bones had fused together. 5 things you didn't know about the killer clown, John Wayne Gacy. Some of his victims had been in his basement for so long that their bones had fused together. It took 2 whole years to put together the full skeletons. Some of his 33 victims are still unidentified. Breaks my heart to think that some of their loved ones might think that they ran away or are missing on purpose. Like many serial killers, he suffered a head injury. At 11 years old, he was under a swing set and got hit on the head. It formed a blood clot that wasn't identified until he was 16. Over that 5 years, he suffered blackouts that went away once the blood clot was treated. His mother's underwear kept going missing, and she found out that her young son John had been stealing her underwear and burying it underneath the house. This behavior stopped for a while, but once he turned 15, he started stealing neighborhood girls' underwear off of their clotheslines.
Freaky serial killer, ain't it?
And burying it underneath the house as well. Given where the majority of his victims were found, it's extremely chilling. He may not have acted alone. In a 1992 interview, he claimed that he had an accomplice. Normally, I'd say this is just a Hail Mary to try to get the blame off him. One of his victims that survived who was key in getting a conviction for him, his name was Jeff Rignall, but he lived to tell his story. He was trapped in the John Wayne Gacy house and suffered unspeakable things. For whatever reason, he was dumped in Lincoln Park. He said that when he was drifting in and out of consciousness, sometimes it sounded like there was somebody else in John Wayne Gacy's house. He told psychologists that during some of the murders, someone else was there to help him, but this was widely believed to be a symptom of schizophrenia. Thanks for watching, and if you like true crime, follow my account.
Right. I've watched the documentary on this dude, and I've never heard such... I can't even come up with the words to even speak about this, because this dude does some really disgusting stuff, man. If you haven't watched a documentary about this, it's... Ugh.
5.
What sleep, y'all? What sleep tonight? There is a few of these videos that really caught your boy off guard. Even got your boy getting goosebumps. I was not expecting all of that. But y'all let me know down in the comments if there was a few videos that caught you off guard as well, because boy. But all in all, I really hope y'all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for y'all. But man, you can chop off some years from my sleep. But either way, man, y'all remember to hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Especially you that's watching right now that's most likely not. Hit that subscribe button, man. But until another one, people, y'all already know. Deuces.